Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix Engineers YouTube channel. Our last previous video we have seen many things, but now we are going to start to learn how to configure the company network, how to secure company network from the scratch. We are going to use many different devices, but we will use different types of firewall. Where we are going to use for now we are going to start with Sophos XG firewall and OPNsense firewall. The next we will use Fortinet or FortiGate firewall and Sophos and the Cisco ASA firewall, firepower firewall. Guys, as you see here, we will learn how to start from the scratch to configure a company network. You know, if you wanted to become a network engineer, security engineer, systems engineer, guys, do subscribe. You see here I have a VMware workstation. So this is a VMware workstation. So guys, I will provide the link of Google Drive that have this VMware workstation with a license key where you can use it, where you can install it in your computer and start it to run. There's a couple of things. Guys, as you see in my VMware workstation, I have Zabbix. It is an open source network monitoring tools that help you to monitor your network infrastructure and the systems. It help you to monitor the different things about your host in your infrastructures. It provide an alerts where you can configure SMS. If you have a SMS gateway, it can notify you there is any issues in your network infrastructure. You can also configure the email. You can use the Telegram. It has a couple of things. It have many media types that you can use for monitoring your infrastructure resources. This is the OPNsense firewall. It is a open source application firewall. So this is a management server. You know, guys, this is a Linux server. This is a Linux server that I use for labs about. I'm a network and systems engineer. Sometimes I can configure the networking devices, or I can deploy applications. I can update applications using scripting. I use the Ansible. I use the Ansible for managing and configuring networking devices on deployment. It's an automation tools that help you to achieve that without using a human interaction, where it prevents human errors for configuring networking devices and the deployment. I also use a Python script, bash scripting. So this API machine, this API server, and this is Sophos firewall. Guys, we are going to start in networking with Sophos and the OPNsense firewall. These are tools, these are firewall that you're going to use. These are the images that I installed on my PC. So guys, we are going to start by learning these couple of things. If you are interested, do subscribe. So let me use my management server. You see, this is a management server where I can use this browser to access my Sophos firewall and the OPNsense firewall. So guys, let me open this browser. You see, now I'm opening the browser. So I can access my Sophos XG firewall using 192 168.168.135 with the port 4444. So I can access my firewall. You see, the username is admin, the password here. This is my password. You can set yours. I will show you how to do that. So I can log in. You see, now we are on our Sophos firewall. You see that? Let me try to increase the size. So this is the firewall, Sophos firewall. We are on control center where we can monitor different things there. You see, we have a system performance interface, VPN services. We will cover this, how to set our VPN, site-to-site VPN, and the remote access VPN. We will see how to do that. Configurations. You see traffic insight, web activities hits every 5 minutes. It refresh every 5 minutes. It show you maximum and average. You see the cloud applications. You see a network attacks. This dashboard show you the network attacks. Allowed application categories. A wireless access point, connected remote users when we have a remote access VPN, live users that are available, blocked application categories, allowed web application categories. This way you can allow different web application and they block. For example, if you need to block a YouTube on your network, I will show you that. So you see we have active firewall rules. User 2, network 3, scan 5 of 0. So this active firewall rules. When you say firewall rules, sometimes in a Cisco ASA or in a Cisco devices, routers and firewall, Cisco ASA or firepower, we use the access rest. Many people know about access list, they don't know rules. In this firewall, Sophos and Fortinet, and even in OPNsense use rules. We don't say access list. So you see, guys, used by top 10 web users intrusion attack. You will know how to configure intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention systems. This is a control center. We have many things there. You see warnings there. This warning is telling us the intrusion prevention system protection is turned off. We don't have intrusion prevention system IPS, so we know how to configure that. You see here we have current activities, live users. It shows you the users that are available, live connections, even VPNs, source IP address, username, upload transfer, download transfer, applications. So we have many things there. You see here we have a report. You will know how to use that. Network and their threads, web application and the web. Okay, you can view all zones, destinations, application categories, user app risks and usage. You see we have a 0-day protections. You see diagnostic when you are doing troubleshooting if there is some issues. You see we have a ping troubleshooting tools. This ping helps us to see the reachability between two hosts or different hosts, and you see the trusted route. This shows where the packets are moving from, the path the packets are taking in order to reach to the destination. So you see we have here the rules and policies, what we call access rest in Cisco ASA, where for example you can define the rules like saying access rest. For example, on VPN can say access rest VPN name source and destination. For example, access list, VPN, we are using extended access list. Access list, access hyphen rest VPN to extended permit IP, the IPs that you want. You see, we have a diagnostic tools and system graph, CPU info, disk info. This you have a system health overview and the SCD1. Software defined wide area network. You see, these rules we have firewall rules, NAT rules, network address translation rules, and the SSR and the TRS inspection rules. You see intrusion prevention. You see synchronized fraud, UDP fraud, TCP fraud. You can have IP policies, customer, you see DDoS, denial of services and spoof protection. You can enable it. I will show you that. Restrict a non-MAC IP on the trusted MAC. Web, this way you can have web filtering. Applications, wireless. You see, we'll use this firewall. How to configure company network with a Sophos firewall. We'll start from scratch. Configure remote access VPN, site-to-site VPN. We'll configure the site-to-site VPN and the remote access VPN. Network interfaces, you know. Guys, do you see port 1, port 2, zones, guest app, zones, LAN 1, things that are allowed on LAN, allowed on 1. You see, we have many couple of things. Routing is a process find the best path. So, authentication services, we learn about that. System services, if you want to monitor this firewall, you see high availability configuration modes, quicker availability mode, interactive mode. We have many things, so that we learn with this Sophos firewall. You see, administration, in administration you have many things, how you can manage if you wanted to device, for example, device access, what you want on LAN on one, if you can access this firewall using one interface on LAN, so it is what you can do that. We have backup and the firmware, but you know, we have also the other firewall that we will use. So we have this firewall. This firewall, OPNsense firewall. You see, this username is the root, the password here. This is my password. You will set yours. I'll show you that. So you see, this is OPNsense firewall. We'll use this OPNsense firewall to communicate with this. Guys, we do remote access VPN, no, site-to-site VPN between this Sophos XG firewall and the OPNsense firewall. You see this dashboard and half inside native flow settings, traffic, outbound DNS, systems access configuration, firewall gateways, high availability, lots, settings, trust. You see, this is a OPNsense file. This is open source firewall. So, guys, we have many things. This is a dashboard, but you can customize it by adding what you want to see there. what you want to monitor. This is reporting, health, insight, native flow setting, traffic. This is system, access configuration, firmware, gateways. You know, you need a gateway if you want the internet service provider can give you a public IP with a gateway. This is a load, you can configure static loads, dynamic load, and other things. So here you see interface. I have LAN one, option 1 and 1. This is a bridge between this LAN and 1. You see, I will show you how to do that. It's a bridge. So for example, you can use a bridge to monitor or to prevent a server, even if your firewall is not a default gateway, using that bridge. So you see on firewall we have different things, areas, rate limit reports, polygons, something that you don't want in your networks. I have automation, filter, source NAT, categories. You see NAT, network address translation. We have port forwards 1-to-1, outbound rules. For rules, we have these rules, as I told, this is like access rest. You see, we have a floating firewall manage. That is the interface that I created. It's a bridge interface. IPsec, LAN, loopback, option 1, and one shaper. You know, you can set traffic shaper when you want to limit the connections. You see, here we have a VPN, IPsec VPN, OPNVPN, and the WireGuard VPN. These are services where you can configure intrusion detection system, DNS mask, DHC relay, captive portal, care DHCP monitor. You can monitor the status. I will show you that this is the Zabbix agent that I use to monitor these devices. But here you can use here on Sophos you can use when you see there you can use here the, let me show you what you can use. You see system services, administrations, but here you can configure the SNMP. Can you configure SNMP here to configure this Sophos file. Guys, if you're more interested about that, you can do subscribe. So we will cover all the things that you have seen here. Guys, do subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's a Matrix Engineers. Guys, thank you for watching. Do subscribe for the next video every Tuesday and Friday. You will get many things about network configurations. We'll start from this Sophos firewall and OPNsense firewall. After that, we move to Cisco ASA and Fortinet or FortiGate firewall. Cisco ASA firewall and the Fortinet firewall. So if you know different things about the other things, you will know many things that can help you to become a network engineer, systems engineer. Guys, do subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Do subscribe.